Hey guys, David H here with another video to try to help you get a hold and understand this thing called social anxiety. This video is all about complaining about your social anxiety. Does it help you to complain in the sense that I mean, why do I have social anxiety? This is terrible. I can't believe I have it. My life has been such a tragedy and terrible. And expressing those emotions and continuing to express the emotions and the thoughts over and over? Or is it detrimental to your progress and detrimental to your life to do that? And the answer is, it's detrimental. You're not helping yourself. You're hurting yourself when you continue to complain and talk about your negative emotions and express it and feel like a victim and blame society and blame others and blame your parents. It's a big one. You are continuing to reinforce it. You have to stop it. You have to learn how to stop doing that. Why? As I've said before, if you watch my videos, you are reinforcing the beliefs, the thoughts, and the neural pathways in your brain for social anxiety when you do that. Straight up, you are reinforcing your social anxiety. Okay? That's really important to understand. And once you stop complaining, stop those thoughts and start replacing with thoughts of self-acceptance, self-love, positive thoughts that lead you in the right direction, thoughts that will make you a normally social person, then you'll be on the right track. But until you do that, you're going to stay stuck in that because you're just on automatic. You're on autopilot. You're on social anxiety autopilot. You have no control over your life and your social anxiety when you do that. Okay? This is straight up no bullshit from somebody who had it and overcame it, and had it for a long time and overcame it rather quickly. And by quickly, I mean 4 or 5 months after having it 15 years or so, or longer. I don't know. I didn't even know I had it until recently, and everything made sense when I went to the Overcoming Social Anxiety Step-by-Step program. Cognitive behavioral therapy, as I've said many times, it works well. Well, especially that program, because it's designed all about social anxiety. So I see it all the time on the forums, people complaining, continuing, they even start to make headway on one issue, and then they come to another issue, a part of the story is all it is, and then they hurt themselves and because they're reinforcing it. But that's okay, that's called a setback as well. But I just, this is more for the people who are constantly complaining and not doing anything. If you're doing your therapy and you're complaining some, I don't care, because as long as you keep doing it, you're going to overcome it. The therapy is going to take care of it for you, okay, or whatever method you're going to use. And I don't recommend drugs, sorry. I recommend you take responsibility and do it yourself and rewire your brain. Your body is innately dynamic and built for self-healing and change. And the way the social anxiety got in the first place is because your brain is dynamic and shiftable, and you can absolutely shift it back and faster than the time frame that you've had it. Just as I said, 5 months or 15 years. I mean, it's miraculous. I have a totally different life now. And I do other stuff as well, but we're not going to get into that in this video. I'll do another video on affirmations later. Anyways, you got to do the work. We live in a society that has trained us to, and I'm not complaining here, I'm acknowledging. There's a big difference between acknowledging and complaining. We live in a society that's trained us to take the quick fix, take the magic pill. I call it McDonald's mindset. You get it quick, and you get what what you think you want, but it's never what you want. You always need more. So you have to take personal responsibility for overcoming it yourself. And why I'm saying this is an important point. Even if I point you towards a fantastic program like Overcoming Social Anxiety Step by Step, or you find a cognitive behavioral therapist that knows exactly how to deal with social anxiety, and you expect them to do it for you, and you're complaining and in the background, and don't fundamentally believe it's it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Okay? If you don't take any responsibility that you have to do the work, they're not going to do it for you, then it's not going to work either, my friends. Okay? You have to take responsibility. You got to take control of your life in that sense, okay? And there are people out there to help you do it. People like me. There are therapists, you know. I love Dr. Richards because he had social anxiety and overcame it himself. And to me, I totally trusted that. I'm somebody who overcame it. You may or may not trust me. I'm some dude in his house that, you know, but I've done tons of personal development shit over the years. And I didn't even know that cognitive behavioral therapy was a viable solution for problems like these. And I did it and it worked. So anyways, you have to stay on track with your therapy or whatever you're trying, whatever modality you're using to heal it. And it needs to be a modality of psychological or spiritual basis, energy basis, something internal, not external. Don't do external, okay? Going to the drugs, I don't think it's a good idea. I just don't. That's my personal opinion. It's still a cop-out and a fake-out, and Dr. Richards talks about it too. It will temporarily help, and that's fine, but if you think it's going to solve your social anxiety, it's not. A drug is not going to teach you how to be responsible for your life and your actions. A drug will never fucking teach you that, okay? You have to learn that skill yourself, and once you learn that skill, you'll be able to change other aspects of your life you didn't even know you could. Besides, forget social anxiety, because once you do it and get past it, then you can do so much more. Just by learning the skill of taking responsibility, okay? Really important. I can't believe I'm saying this. I sound like a 82-year-old school teacher or something about responsibility, but it's something that I think has fallen away in our society because it's always blame the other person. Blaming society, though, okay, I'm just acknowledging it. Blaming society, blaming others, and blaming your parents for having social anxiety is not going to help you get over it. It's going to reinforce it. I don't care what you put in there. If you want to blame a red fire truck for your social anxiety, if you want to blame the planet Mars for social anxiety, it doesn't matter what you are blaming, and that blaming continues to reinforce it. So I've sounded like a broken record intentionally because I hope you get the message, and I'm sure you do. Leave questions, comments, feedback, complaints. I love to see complaints. Ooh, I love them because you know how I'll deal with them. I'll tell you straight up what I think, and because I know I shifted internally. I'm not some person from the outside going, well, this is how you do it. I have experienced it and transformed it and gone through it. So, and my life is so much better for it. And I hope yours will be too when you make the choice to take action and overcome it, you know, whatever way you can. And don't stop until you do. Do not stop. Do not give up because you can do it. We're all human beings. We all have the same biology and we can do it. Okay? So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.